Folks, I believe God's talking to us all the time. We just got to learn how to listen. Don't you think? Look at all the beautiful things that He just said to us there. We're not alone. And God puts people in your lives at certain points in time in your lives, and He removes them at some point in time in your life to help you along in your journey. It's up to you to decide whether or not to accept it. There was a story about a guy who was, the floods were rising and he believed in God. And so the flood waters started rising, and somebody came by and said, "Hey, it's time to get out of here. The flood waters are rising." Says, "God's going to save me." He said, "I'll be fine." So he stayed there, and the water rises even more. Now it's about halfway up inside of his living room. And he crawls up into the attic. Somebody comes by with a boat and says, "Hey, you ought to get out of that house. I'm here to rescue you." And he says, "No, I believe in God. Everything's going to be all right." So the water level kept rising, and then rose up to the roof, and he got him on top of the roof. And a helicopter came by and lifted him off the roof. He says, "No, everything's fine. God's going to take care of me." We died. He says, "God, what happened?" He says, "I came there 3 times to help you. You didn't accept the help I was going to give you." Are you hearing the lesson? Who else is out there trying to help you? Who else gives a damn about you? Who's telling you the coin of the realm is a place to be? Who's offering their home, their community, their own pocketbook to you? Who's opening up who they are to the world to come see? Because I believe, and Margaret Ann believes in what we're doing. We are taking the scales off of people's eyes. You are going to awaken to this, the easy way or the hard way. You've chosen the easy way if you're here. The hard way is if you don't listen. The hard way for people that are not listening to TED Speaks. Who else is out there in a non advertising public? I mean, who would want to listen to this presentation with commercials throughout the whole thing? No, I wouldn't. And that's what our gift is you. Our gift to you is to help us make this thing great. Help people survive this change that's going to occur. 89 examples of defunct currencies on my table over here. The dollar is going to be the 89, but it's not just the dollar. It's all 207 countries' currencies going down the tubes. All of them are going to be reset back against the backdrop of silver and gold. Gold more so for international trade, silver for the people. Silver and gold are going to go 1 to 1. I think there's an exorbitant amount of gold out there, but very, very little about it silver gold out there. You'll see. Been trying to help you, trying to tell. Now, most of you guys, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys are the good guys. What I'd like you to do, though, is take a look at these briefs that are being created each and every day and encourage people to watch the brief. It's brief for a reason. And then if they get hooked, then you say, here's the 2.5 hour, hour and a half program. We're up to an hour and 37 minutes now. We've been working nonstop on this thing. We'll start it again as soon as the show's over. We're going to start working on the next one. We are not going to quit until silver is set free. I'm not a quitter, and I'm a fighter of the nth degree. You won't find anybody to fight in your corner better or more fervently than Ted. Take it to the bank. Ask any of the thousands of clients. Put some notes out there. Do some research. Google the Provenza Group. You'll find out. You got to understand who's trying to help you and who's trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. Your money in your pocket. No kind of aberration of it. No kind of proxy for it or whatever else. The dimes are the best place to be. Do it. Do a cost and benefit analysis on it. JT's doing this for you, and it's coming out even cheaper than if you buy a 1,000 ounce bar. I'd like to see whose bank account it went in and the names and addresses of all these people that took our tax money. What do you think? They've stolen our life from us. The time that they took from us could have been time spent doing other fun things. But no, they got us working so daggone hard and heavy. We're paying 151 taxes on each loaf of bread. We don't own the dirt under our head. We don't have any unique identity as far as unique ownership modifications here, or unique ownership of the particular stocks. See the QSIP numbers here? We don't have that anymore. Okay. See what all they've taken away and where did all this wealth go? Who is actually the beneficiary of your retirement account? If your name is not on the stock certificates or bond certificates, if you don't have anything in writing coming from them and it's all digital electronic, what happens when the whole thing goes down? Folks, we've got to think a lot more. Besides, it's only a proxy for the dollar. The dollar is dying, and the dollar isn't even a word. The real word was thaler. Thaler, the translation, means silver. That's what dollar is. But we couldn't pronounce dollar, so we call it, couldn't pronounce dollar, so we call it dollar. Why don't we start saving in real money? Get rid of the fake stuff. Let's be a little bit smarter than the guy next door, because only 1/2 of 1% of the people are holding real money. I'm trying to double that, triple it. I'm trying to get up to 90% of us do that. Wouldn't that be fun? Think of all the fun we'd have at the top of the ladder. Come on out and join us for the beef bash. It's going to be a blast. Folks, the Doge team is up to $120 billion in saved money so far. How's that sound? Now, Margaret Ann and I have been working on this show for a lot of work. It takes about 30 hours to do this show. And so we're watching these numbers go up and down in terms of who's watching, number of people watching, whatever. I want Margaret Ann to explain this to you. Take a look.
Hi, folks. Sorry I look like this, but I even have Ted's glasses on. So what we're looking at right now is while we were on that, while the video was playing, is that I took a screenshot of our slides, and Ted does all of this. So
Let's see. No.
there we go. There
Got
we
it.
go. So this number right here,
306.
339 or 306.
306.
I'm sorry, on the picture. That is what it's saying that folks are watching live. However, what is this number?
924.
The 924 says streaming now. What is that number?
Somebody explain that to us.
If you all could help us out and figure that out, I would really love that. And
this is how Margaret Ann keeps track of how number of people.
Yes, I keep.
This is a third of what we've earned. Okay, we're earning this type of response because we put a lot of time into putting all this together. So I'm not complaining to you guys, just letting you know some of the suppression that's continuing to go on against us. So if you're feeling as though you've been slighted, here's the world's smallest violin. Not playing too loud for me right now. Oh, goodness. And Ted came out here with Ted's pledge, encouraging you guys to get your money out of the stock market and get it out of tax deferral status. So he came up with something called Ted's Pledge, an easy way to help you guys. Again, the only thing I was told is, hey, this you're going to give me these bags of coins, and I'm going to give you a piece of paper with ink on it. Folks, that's the only clue I had. Nobody came out here and said, follow me, dimes are money, coin of the realm, ankle biters, all this stuff. You don't own the dirt under your head. You don't own the stocks. Nobody told me all this stuff. I had to figure it all out. But I wanted to come out and share this with you because this is very serious stuff. But the reason being is I knew that this was going to be happening. And I thought, well, if I hedge my bets, if I'm wrong, I'll pay for the tax returns and do the job that I promised to do. But I was more than certain that it was going to go in the right direction. So if you want to become a part of the community, get yourself a TED Ed starter pack. Really, if what you learned here today worth $229 or whatever it is, you get a hat, you get the book, Understanding Living Trust, and it'll help you stay on track as we move forward out of the silver reset when this happens, and silver screams up to $1,000 an ounce. You got dimes representing the smallest portion, smallest divisibility you can according to the realm. There can't be a better position to be in. You can slice a dime in half or in quarters. Believe me, folks, you're going to get to that because we've been so screwed up for so long. We went from a silver standard to a bimetal standard for about 50, 60 years, then came out of that simply to a gold standard. And then the really wealthy people said, no, we don't even need the gold anymore. Let's just do it all with digits. And that's exactly what they've done. I'm out here to tell you digits are for dummies. Dimes are for the smart guys. Hold the dimes as fast as you can. And they're finite. Are the digits on your computer screen finite or are they infinite? Can they be, and what actually on those digits represent on your computer screen? Let's suppose you want to sell off your portfolio. You really think you get every penny that's on there? No, because it's all subject to supply and demand. Who's going to be buying? Who's going to be selling? Is somebody going to beat that signal to the seller? Folks, there are ways to be able to get ahead of your electronic signal going to the actual place it wants to go. Even by if it's a millisecond, they beat you, they increase the price. They're the ones who make the profit. Get the heck out of the system. The system isn't designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to make them wealthy. You walking around with your pants all empty and everything. We're walking around with pants that falling down our legs because our money is real. Yours is fake. Folks, apparently Rumble, YouTube, all these different channels are putting a lot of different tricks on us, and Margaret Ann and I can't take on any more battles. We're at our wits' end. We're going to continue to bring out the great content. It's going to have to be up to you guys to see what you want to do with it. There's a lot of you keeping track and having fun, and we want you to continue to do that. Okay, but problems like Zicky's talking about here in order to watch Ted's full report, bottom line is, folks, we can't go down those rabbit holes. We got to have somebody to help us with this stuff. And I'm not going to monetize the channel. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. I don't want you to watch commercials when there's so much news that's got to get out. This is important stuff. Once we get our subscriber base up to 500,000 subscribers, then we'll talk about monetizing. But you know what? You're a part of it. You tell us what you want to hear. This isn't monetization to help me. I don't need your help. I want your friendship. I don't need your help. I want your friendship. I lost all my friends when I decided to go against them for blowing the whistle on what's going on with the real money versus the fake money, because that ship was coming to an end. But you guys and I, we're going to have fun the rest of our lives. The other guys, I tried. They wouldn't listen to me. Kennedy would be this: when they turn the last chapter in your book, what will have been read? What did you do? What did you accomplish in your life? Did you make somebody else's life slightly better? Isn't that why we're all here? I believe God put us all on this planet with all of us different problems. For instance, you wouldn't swap your bag of junk with me, and I wouldn't swap my bag of junk with you. All of us are on our own journey. And I think God is sitting up there in heaven to see who helps who and who tears other people apart. We're finding out, aren't we? We're finding out that you are here to help us, and there's a whole lot of people out there to tear us apart. But you know what? Good always overcomes evil. I wonder how he's going to make out with that peg leg on there. What do you think? And if you want to get with us, want to connect with us, here's how to do it. We do respond to everybody that calls. I've left 2 messages for one guy that called, and he hasn't gotten back to us yet, but guess he got it taken care of. But folks, this is the way to hook up and join together. Let's form a community here. Let's beat these bad guys at their own game.